So like all of these consumer business models were built on basically, building advocacy around, revenue generation.
Yes.
You have influencers now, but they're all basically pushed by these, companies that are just trying to sell products, right?
100%.
So what? And you had talked about this. Why was that? Why was that bad?
So if you recall, back in like 2008, all the way back, I would say even in like 2002, 2003, the internet was a new thing. And the business models we developed were incredibly primitive. We did not have any good ways to monetize the internet. And obviously the internet represented really scale out kind of distribution models. So the easiest way to start to monetize, Google pioneered a lot of it, but it was really around the advertising or paid advocacy model. And what happened was, and we are all very familiar with it, ex-colleague of mine, Tristan Harris, talks about it a lot. It resulted in advertisers and paid advocacy really starting to play a role in how products were developed. And so a lot of the mechanisms that we use as an industry were around driving dopamine-related reinforcement loops. So, we called it the hunter's loop, for instance, whether it's dating apps, whether it's engagement apps. I will give a simple example. So Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter even, a lot of these were products that initially when they got started, we considered them self-expression tools. And in the consumer space, that's really what you look for. You look for, like I said, we are looking for unique insights into how users relate to each other, right? Or relate to the content and the world around them. So that being the case, if you can define a new self-expression mechanism that allows a new media format to be developed, you usually have a new angle into taking up some of the user's time. And what advertisers really wanted was user engagement and user attention. And so these products, instead of becoming pure self-expression tools, they started to build in product mechanisms that would get users not just to express themselves in more authentic ways, but to engage with the content that was built in more addictive ways. And if you think about the data that's been generated across the internet at this point, this really is the data that we are feeding most of these neural nets that have generated our LLMs, that have generated our convolutional models. This data has been generated by just 1% or less of all the users on the internet.